Hello there, welcome back. You're watching News Talk Live. Now, the TV chef Jamie Oliver says he hasn't given his eldest daughter a mobile phone because he worries about her being bullied. In an interview with Closer magazine, he said Poppy is 11 now. She's the only girl in her class still not allowed a mobile phone. Now, it may sound harsh, but I do worry that the bullying can go on within these sites. I know the girls have had a hard time in the past at school because their dad's on television. I just don't want the risk of it happening online too. It's impossible to keep an eye on. So what do you think? Is a ban on some technology the best way to protect kids? Well, here are the thoughts of some parents today.
I figure when they change schools and they're in an older school and they need to be able to contact me, then yeah, probably that's the right age, secondary school.
I would say it depends a lot on the child and the relationships they have with their families.
I think 10, 11 I think is a good time because they're going to do stuff on their own, so you need them to have phones when they're on their own.
Are you worried at all about cyberbullying?
Yes, but I think you can't wrap that up in cotton wool. They've got to find ways of, as long as you're sensible with them and they've got restrictions and things on their phones.
Well, I'm joined now by the technology journalist Vicky Beecham. We're also joined tonight by Liam Hackett from the anti-bullying charity Ditch the Label. It's great to have you guys on the programme tonight. Vicky, what do you make of Jamie Oliver's decision?
Well, I respect him as a parent. Obviously, he's free to do what he wants with his own children, but I think when you are a celebrity, you are a role model, and society's looking for answers so desperately at the moment for navigating technology. I think that when he speaks out more than just as a parent. He speaks out as a societal role model, and I disagree with his take. I think it's sort of similar to sticking your head in the sand. We're in a massive societal shift at the moment, like the Industrial Revolution. So it's a bit like saying, I'm scared of electricity, so I'm not going to let my children anywhere near electricity. You know, it's not really a holistic approach to training a child in being ready for the society that they're growing up in.
Liam, what do you think? Is Jamie Oliver sticking his head in the sand?
I think, you know, a lot of it's very subjective, and there's definitely a debate now which is saying, OK, how old should people be before they have a mobile phone and have access to social media? But as we know, social media is going nowhere. A lot of this is about educating young people about, you know, etiquette of online behaviour.
So is an 11-year-old child, is that too young, do you think, to have a phone?
It's completely subjective. It depends on the person. But what we do advocate is education, and also it's incredibly important for parents to have a very open and honest dialogue with their kids, so they know that they can approach them if they receive something that's abusive or something that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Vicky, just listening to that little short tape of some parents that we spoke to today at 5 News, and most of the mums were very worried about cyberbullying, and Jamie Oliver's talked openly about his bullying experiences when he was a kid.
Really goes out to
his
them.
own
but I do
children.
think this is one of those things that parents need to dive into and not be afraid. I think they need to actually go there with their children. So
what do you mean by that?
Well, I think they need to know what these sites are like. They need to be participating in them themselves, so that around a family meal table you can actually say, how's school going? How's it going on Twitter? How's it going on Facebook? And actually identify that those are very real spaces for children and young people, very significant, and that we need to actually know about them in order to really raise healthy children.
Which sounds great in principle, doesn't it, Liam? But how many 14-year-olds do you know that want to tell their mums and dads exactly what they're doing online and who they're talking to and whatnot? Because a lot of it's secret because it's fun, right?
It can be incredibly difficult. I mean, in research that we recently produced at Ditch the Label, we found that 69% of young people are experiencing cyberbullying. I mean, on our website, we provide...
And they're probably not telling their parents.
I know. We have actually got that research, and we have found that, you know, parents are often underutilised. On our website, we provide a lot of advice and support to teens directly, and a lot of the support for parents as well. And we do always advocate it's really important to have a very open, honest relationship with your kids and let them know that they do have that opportunity to speak to you in confidence if they want to.
We have to say, actually, Vicky, we had lots of tweets on this, and a lot of people, a lot of mums saying that they give their children phones for safety and peace of mind, particularly if they're travelling on their own to school. So they must have some good use as well.
They really do, and I think that's really the worry in a situation like this with what Jamie Oliver's saying. We can forget that social media can do so much good, you know, for campaigning, for young children. You think of someone like Malala, what she's doing as a young person. We don't want to shut young people down and take away their online voice.
OK, Vicky and Liam, thanks so much for tonight.